Hi, I'm Meg Moranis, the voice of Diets Are Fattening, and today talking about one of the most essential components of building your healthy thin mentality and living that life which is free of food obsessions and free of diet worries and free of that yo-yo up and down weight loss, weight gain, and the stress and anxiety that goes with all of that by building your healthy thin mentality. And what I'm going to talk about today is directly from one of the blogs in our website, dietsarefattening.com. I'm telling you that because if you're new to this channel or you want more information, go to that website because there's over 200 blogs and they have lots of answers to your questions. Okay, but here today is the thing we want to talk about, is that when you're new with this and you're building your healthy thin mentality, you have to learn to actively listen to your body. And that connection, and I know I've said this all the time, has been lost because you've been a dieter. My message is for you guys who have been dieters, who know the success of losing some weight followed by that horrendous weight regain where you just are left defeated and feeling like it's all your fault. Okay, so here you are, you're realizing that's not a smart path and you're going to build your healthy thin mentality. So one of the most other important things you have to do in combination with listening to hunger is listen to fatigue, okay? And the reason is that think about when you were a little kid, or if you have a little kid, or you know a little kid, think about what they're like when they're tired, right? They're really more difficult to deal with. They don't seem happy. Nothing makes them joyful. They're just tired. So are you, okay? So are you. And you just have learned to cope with it because you're an adult. But remember that, and this whole philosophy that I'm trying to bring forth is based on common sense and biology that we cannot fight. One of them being hunger and the need to eat when you're hungry, the incredible Mother Nature given drive to eat when you're hungry, and when you mess with that, what it does to you, and again, closely associated with that, is when you're tired and you ignore it, you are not able to do many of the things that are very easy for you to do when you're not tired. So my message to you today is as you're building your healthy thin mentality, not only pay attention to when you're hungry, but start really paying attention to fatigue and what that feels like. And you may not even know when you're tired anymore, which again is so strange. But for sure, I didn't know when I was hungry anymore when I first started this. Hunger, I don't know. I never eat when I'm hungry. I just eat according to a book. No, the whole point here, reassociate hunger and eating, and reassociate not eating when you're not hungry, and really good things happen. And while you're doing that, pay very strict attention to how you feel when you're tired, what being tired even feels like to you. Because again, we try to do so many things and to our detriment. Fatigue is Mother Nature saying, hey, lay down. You're not going to be your best self right now. Everything's going to be harder. It's like swimming upstream when you're tired, right? So like just take a page. I always say, take a page from some of our animal friends who are more in touch with their biology. So we had a party the other night and we invited our friends' dogs, right? And this dog, my dog, when she was tired, she just left the party and went upstairs. It was so funny. But that's her going, you know what? I'm tired. This was fun. I'm heading up to bed. And she did. And it's so cute. And it's so smart. And like, can we all be this smart? And when, so I know dogs and domesticated dogs eating, that's a different thing because we kind of have changed. Many domestic dogs are heavy because of how we feed them. But the fatigue thing that I'm just pointing out here is really sensible. And it's a cute story, but it's really sensible. She was tired. She said, I don't care how fun this party is, you know, I'm going to bed. And she did. And I noticed that, and it reminded me, like I was tired too. I really couldn't leave the party, but how important it is that we stay that we nourish ourselves with the food that we crave when we're hungry and with the rest that we need when we're tired, okay? It just makes everything in your life better, I promise. So pay attention to that, okay? I also want to say that I have a new Facebook group. So we have regular Diets Are Fattening on Facebook. We have dietsarefattening.com on Facebook, which is our private group. And I'm going to have a subset of that group. And the reason is this. I get a lot of requests for people for us to go through the workbook, the first 12 weeks of your healthy thin mentality. And I want to do that, and I've done it in the past. But I want everyone who's going through this with me to have the book and the workbook. Why? Because then we're all on the same page and I can offer better help. In other words, in the past when we've gone over the workbook, I love answering questions, no problem, but for you guys who are further along and are deeply committed to doing this, I want to offer you a more developed and helpful series of videos and discussions where you get the extra push in this drive that you have to build your healthy thin mentality, which of course I want to support. So go to our private group that's for the workbook. So it's Diet Start Fattening Workbook group on Facebook. You must have the book and the workbook to join this. And again, it's so we're all on the same page. And I can give help that is geared to people who are committed to doing this. And if you're not sure, join our regular group first, whatever you want to do. But I want to say to you that the best way to keep the mentality is to take it seriously and to do some of the work of retraining your brain and listening to your body. And that is what I'm offering through the workbook and the book. And so we will begin a weekly live feed within our private groups. You can ask questions, and I'll answer them as we're talking. And I know the time is very difficult because not everyone can be there at the same time. I haven't selected the time yet, but it's going to start next Monday. And if you join our private group, you'll be able to see that, and I'll also post it here on YouTube next week as well. So thank you for being here. And again, like, share, subscribe. You absolutely can do this, and I can help you get there by listening to your biology, that you know what, your biology is always going to win. So you might as well team up with your biology. So please like, share, subscribe, and I will be back soon. Thanks again.